My name is Frances McDonald, and in 2010 I was the very happy and proud recipient of a Make Work grant from Create Here. My particular grant was to bring other community-based artists to Chattanooga. This is what I do, and I've been doing it for a long time here in Chattanooga. I've pulled together participants, usually children or disadvantaged adults, and we go in the street and make art. And in getting this grant, the idea was for me to expand my horizons and learn how to make different kinds of community-based art. So to that end, I brought in Tian Torrance from Oakland, California, wonderful, wonderful hip artist who does graffiti and rap and everything that has to do with the word, and he's real big on the word, and a very articulate young man. I also brought in the Massey brothers, Ed and Bernie Massey from San Francisco. So we have these three pieces describing the different activities that we did when the Massey brothers were here. We have a piece that's about the Camp House Workshop, where we invited professional artists and other professional creative people to come together and sit down and try to come up with different art projects. This was in the context of seeing the video and hearing about how Ed and Massey put together their projects. Then we could look at how to apply that here in a local situation in kind of a mark-making tradition, which was kind of a cool combo. The results were absolutely incredible. I was totally blown away. We also did a straight-up, forward public charrette. The charrette is Chattanooga's absolutely favorite method of brainstorming and coming up with new ideas and synthesizing how to move forward from A to B. And in this case, the questions were about, A, would we ever want the Massey brothers to come here? And B, what does public art look like? And where do we need to go? And how does our public art stand now, particularly community-based? Because that has its own situation and local thing here in Chattanooga. And we want to talk about where could that go in the future. And we had a student workshop in a school. So we chose Chattanooga Center for the Creative Arts because they're very creative. We worked in a studio, and we did what the Massey brothers do normally, which is they have a component that's civics. What's wrong with the world? Here's your giant dollar bill. What's your budget for this? What's your budget for that? Where you have to set priorities on what you would do to make the world a better place if you were the person in charge of the budget. And then they kind of change gears and they say, all right, we are doing a project in Los Angeles where we're putting these, actually have one. Oh, you're going to see one in the film, where we have these lighthouses and we put them up and down the coast. And so we're pretending that we're in California and that you're going to do one of these lighthouses. So with your priorities in mind, vis-a-vis the civic lesson you just came out of, how do you decorate your lighthouse, or how do you apply paint in a way that's meaningful? So everybody did their lighthouse, and it was kind of an exercise to see what the Masseys go through. We should have these workshops every once in a while so that we can figure out how to do different projects, how to handle the different projects we have coming up.